But yes, being a entrepreneur in Colorado, how's the scene out here?
I definitely think it's different, just in an aspect of like, and I talk about this with people often, and I always explain it in a manner of, I've in Colorado is getting a lot better. We're growing, we are elevating, we are definitely just, I think, just getting better as a community. But I think in totality, it's just a different market because out here there is a big umbrella that is slowly fading,
Mm,
but there is an umbrella that is kind of like everyone can't make it
mm,
because we're in Denver. So Denver isn't really known for like stuff like that. Like it wasn't. Now it has become, you know what I mean? It's growing, which I'm very proud of. I'm very happy. Everyone, shout out to the city of Denver. Shout out to Colorado as a whole. Like you guys are, everyone is doing their big one. Everyone who's creating, I hope you know, like I'm proud of you. I see you keep creating in whatever capacity. Like you're doing what you need to do. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
mm,
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's that. So I feel like you combat that a lot.
mm-hmm,
And I feel like it's kind of hard to combat that when you're just in a mode of like wanting to help, because you have to realize not everybody wants help, first of all. And also, you also have to remember that it's not always your job to help, which
true.
can be hard if you're a very like loving person, because you try to help everyone and then you end up hurting yourself in the end. Or, you know, things may just happen in like unfortunate ways, and you just have to accept things that maybe you don't want to accept, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like being an entrepreneur out here, though, I think it's definitely growing because there are so many events. Like there's Industry Tuesdays at a few places.
Mm-hmm,
There's networking events, and they're growing. There's, mental health events where people are able to connect like how we did. There are, people are connecting at concerts, people are connecting at art galleries, people are connecting at openings. Like it's growing vastly, and I think it's so beautiful. So I think right now, I think it's the perfect time like to get out there and do it because the market is there. Like what I tell everyone is like what you're here for is what you're here for. What I'm here for is what I'm here for. Nothing you do can affect me. Like it
mm,
can hinder me if I let it, but in totality, like there's no way that you can take something away from me as long as like I know who I am and I am aware of like what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now there
100%.
are, things like, destiny switching and shit like that, but like that's like voodoo. Like we don't have to talk about that. Like that's like extreme. But for the most part, I think it's just that. And I think, yeah, I think the level of love is growing out here and I love it. And I think it definitely is the time to, if you want to do something, do it. Like wholeheartedly, there is time for it, there's space for it. You got it.
Edmonton just won.
Dang, Florida didn't win.
It's tied up 2-2 now.
Ghetto as fuck, you guys. Whatever. But yeah,
Mm.
I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I feel like it's definitely growing. How do you feel about it? Being a import, someone who's not from here.
Um, I mean, it's obviously not like back home, but I don't know. It's different. It's just different. I think you said that. It's just you got to move different. The money's different. The vibe is different.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's different out here. I definitely had to adjust. We had to do some rebranding.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just a different world out here. It's the mountains, so
It's the mountain.
yeah, like this ain't the South no more. So
Yeah.
just different vibes, different people,
Yeah.
different way of living, different way of looking at life.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but I like it though. So far, um, I've just leaned on to the the 420 brand, the puff responsibly stuff, because obviously weed is legal here.
Right.
Uh, but when I first came out here, I was definitely trying to push the brand, push the logo.
Yeah.
But it's literally the Atlanta skyline, so like your shit was not hitting because it wasn't related. It had nothing to do with Denver
Yeah.
or Colorado at all. So definitely, like I said, we had to do some rebranding, figure it out. And since I already had, I made a Puff Responsibly shirt like in 2018 because
Mhm.
my birthday's on 420.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I made a Puff Responsibly shirt,
Okay.
and from there, excuse me, I couldn't make a brand because weed wasn't legal there, so there was no opportunity to become a business. And so we
Mhm.
started a podcast called Park and Spark, and that did well. But again, weed's not legal there, so I couldn't do what I really wanted to do, which is out here and like being able to like work with people and we get weed for free, or you can deliver packages like this and we do reviews and shit like that. And it's like, damn, that shit wouldn't have really hit back home because there's no motion back home. Like, yeah, niggas is selling
Mm.
weed and stuff, but I can't just go to somebody's grow
Yeah.
and sit there and talk to them and shit and try out their weed and their dabs and all that other shit. So I think the hustle out here is good, but you have to find it.
Yeah. For
Like
sure.
we're all in the same building. You just gotta find your room.
Find your niche,
Yeah,
and you can have multiple niches too.
yeah, most definitely.
You can have multiple niches, but
Do you think it's good
definitely.
to be a jack of all trades?
I mean, what's the saying? A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's the full saying.
sounds good.
I don't think it is, you guys. I'm gonna look it up. Hold that thought.
It sounds
Just
good.
hold it. It does, but
Oh
see,
my
we
gosh,
gotta.
again.
I be fact checking.
Got
I
to.
don't ever want to, misquote anything. I'd be quick to grab my phone, you guys, for anything, for receipts, whatever.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, so here's what it says.
Let us know.
AI overview, because we used Google.
Uh oh.
It reads, the saying, a jack of all trades is a master of none,
Mm-hmm.
implies that someone skilled in many areas is not an expert in any specific one.
Mm.
It suggests that focusing on multiple skills limits the potential for achieving true mastery in a single field. The full quote, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one, adds a nuanced perspective, Inc. magazine says. So the full quote is the longer one, but everyone normally just quotes the beginning. So you know, I guess it kind of just depends. I feel like for me, if you enjoy doing multiple things that can like be intertwined with each other, definitely do it. Even if it's things that don't intertwine. Like if you're like a lawyer, but like you're in a band, but like I don't know, like you could be a basketball player and like be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, oh. They had to let us know that their car was loud. Hold on. We love a good Napoleon syndrome. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if there's multiple things, like for me, I know, see Rick and Morty, see manifestation,
Hell
divine
yeah.
alignment, see it's on my weed tray. Shout out to Backwoods. Shout out to my dad. Okay, um, but yeah, I
Mm.
don't know. I think it really just depends on your capacity and what you want to do in life.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes people forget, like, not everybody wants to do crazy shit. Not everybody wants to travel the world. Well, that's true. Like, not everybody wants to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's not
true.
everyone's dream. That's not everyone's heaven. So it's like you also have to realize, like, meet people where they're at and, like, be respectful of what people desire. Like, don't try to force shit on people. That's why sometimes I'm careful about talking about God because sometimes I don't want people to like feel like I'm forcing it on them. But I'm at the same time I'm like, but like my God is my God.
Yeah.
Respectfully, like I still got to give him glory and give him praise because I would not be here without that man. So, yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Um. Wait, what was the question I asked you?
How do you feel about people being like a jack of all trades,
Oh,
like being
okay.
well
My
versed in
ADHD be
multiple
fucking
things?
me up. My bad.
No, you're fine.
I just the original question lost me.
No, you're
How do I
fine.
feel about being a jack of all trades? So I think being a jack of all trades is okay,
Okay.
but again, like you said, the full quote like is a master of none, but oftentimes better than one.
Right. A
I
master of
think,
one, correct?
yeah, I think that the full quote makes. I mean, both quotes make sense, but the full quote, I kind of like that. If that's the, if I'm going for a quote and I'm somebody that has my hands in a lot of pots,
Yeah.
then I mean that quote makes more sense to me.
Right.
Um, but for me, like with ADHD, or just me just wanting to do shit, like I have a lot of hobbies. Um, and one thing I've got good at was like monetizing my hobbies.
Yes.
But it's like I never liked, excuse me, I didn't like the term jack of all trades because at a certain point, or back then, I always thought it meant like you just weren't good at anything, or like you weren't really good at anything.
Mhm.
Um, but then I started to realize as I grew, it was like, fuck it, it's my hobbies. Like if I'm enjoying myself, I'm enjoying myself. Um, and when social media became a thing, I was able to monetize a lot of my hobbies. So I can accept being a jack of all trades, but I also have something that I ultimately like is the top thing that I'm focused on too.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I love to teach,
Yeah.
and not necessarily be a teacher, but I just love to be teaching or teaching something. Like,
Yeah.
I just love to teach. It's fun.
You enjoy teaching very much.
I enjoy helping somebody understand something.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah, it brings me peace and happiness to help somebody
Definitely.
expand the mind.
It's definitely necessary to have people who enjoy that. Cuz I enjoy talking to people and teaching people. Like you said, helping people. Like I think that's why I like doing so much because I think my main goal, at least right now, what I see it being is like really focused on helping people achieve their visions while I'm achieving my own. Because I really believe in like we can all make it mindset, like love, light, and everything bright. Like as much as I can. Obviously, there's dark days. Like I'm not saying that, but as far as when it comes to helping people, like you should do it out the kindness of your heart.
Yeah,
And I feel like when we all work as a conglomerate to help each other, like as a collective, like that's when you see, like, yeah, we move by ourselves for sure. But it's when we all like understand, like, this is a movement that we all need together.
yeah.
So,
I think
yeah,
that's a good segue to like let's talk therapy. Like, how do you feel about going to therapy, finding a therapist, different forms of therapy? Um, what's your stance? Are you in therapy currently?
I am not in therapy. I probably should be in therapy. Maybe. I don't know if I should say that. Maybe I should be. Probably. There's things I could talk out. I'm not afraid to say that.
Yeah,
I think if you feel like it's necessary, definitely do it. Like I'm not opposed to it. I think that there is definitely times like you can have negative experiences. I've had negative experiences, but I think in totality, like you can't judge a whole group of like or like an idea of something because it's everyone's experience. You know, like if someone has a great experience with therapy but you didn't, that's just what it is. Like you
yeah,
don't have to be like you're weird or like I don't like whatever. Like no, like you guys just had different experiences and that's okay. However, if they're trying to like force it on you or you're trying to force it on them, like that's wrong. But I think being like just rightfully in your own truth, I don't think there's anything against that. I think therapy is right for those that it's right for. And some people use therapy in different ways, you know? Some people use music, like I use music for a lot. I
yeah,
use movement, dancing, I use modeling, doing photo shoots, doing workshops, um, working out. I love working out because it like helps me get like not anger out, but like sometimes aggression. Like I think it's okay to accept like you have aggression, you have anger in you. Like that's fine.
yeah.
We're all human. Like that's okay. Like no one's gonna judge you for that.
Uh-uh.
But I think it's also having that acceptance and having that awareness as well is what really matters. Because I think so often we get caught up on oh, just because you say you're a bitch, that doesn't mean anything, and it's like no, or like just because you say you're a rude person, or well, okay, I mean, if you're a rude person, like that's something completely different. So let me say that. But like, if you're just talking to someone about like an aggressive period that you went through, or like yeah, like I work out to get my aggression out, and they're like, oh, like that's bad. It's like no, it's like either I'm gonna work out, or like, would you prefer me to fight someone? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you use modeling as an outlet, you use music as an outlet. Yeah. So what? I think it's very wrong when people judge other people on their outlets.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
that shit's very irritating. You know?
Yeah,
So I don't know. I think therapy comes in many forms. I'm all for it. Whatever your therapy is, do it. Like there's some nights where this is kind of random, but like sleep therapy. Like sometimes I need rain to fall asleep to help quiet my mind at night
yeah,
because I know I'm going to be thinking a lot and I know I just need to go to sleep. Like I just need I need rest. And the rain will help quiet my mind. Whatever it is, some people use the TV, some people use white noise, you know, some people do silence. Some people like that. It's whatever it is. I think whatever you do is acceptable as long as you're not harming others and like being untrue to who you truly are. I don't think there's a problem in your therapy. Like
uh-uh.
I said, if you're killing people or
Yeah,
like
that's a little
whatever,
crazy. Yeah,
like crazy shit, like you're
but I mean,
robbing
some people
people.
do get relaxation from hurting people. So
No, I know, right? So it's like, but there's like ways to do that in healthy ways.
yeah,
You know, there are ways. We don't have to talk about the taboo ways of the world. But there's also video games, but also don't overuse video games because that's also like,
it's
people be going
dangerous.
crazy, right? People be going crazy off video games.
You
I'm
think
in
video
Call of
games are?
Duty. Like what?
Are you saying that like video games are influential?
They can be for sure. Especially if you think about it, like if you have a kid
Mhm.
that's been in their basement, they don't really socialize with people. They only really play these games. And I really mean that. Like their interactions with people online are negative because sometimes people can just do that and they're fine. Like I'm
Yeah,
not saying, but like sometimes people don't talk to people or like they only have negative experiences or they just go on there to like be mean to people. Like what do you expect them to do when they're met with a conflict? When
yeah,
all they've known, because all they've been exposed to is like violence. Like that's sad to say, and I'm not saying that they're wrong. It's just like sometimes you have to look at circumstances and you have to give grace and understanding. Because who really are we to judge?
yeah.
We're just here to love on each other and understand each other.
Mm,
Outside of that, I'm not here to judge you. I can tell you I don't agree with that and remove myself. But when
yeah,
I do that, I also need you to be a grown up and accept that. Because I've had situations where I've told people that, like, hey, respectfully, I just don't agree with how you're presenting yourself, or I don't agree with something that you said, or you know what I mean, like how you moved, and like I'm just gonna take a step back, and it's taken as like something negative. They're like, or like
Mm.
I've removed people from stuff like multiple times, like many of times, because their energy didn't fit, or like we just weren't in alignment, like, or how, like I said, they weren't presenting a brand that I wanted to be presented with.
Mm.
And it was like, no, I can't be presented with somebody who's not themselves, who's not genuine. Like, you know what I mean?
You get a feel. Do you get a instinct when people aren't being themselves?
Right.
Do you? You do?
Yeah, I
Mm.
do, for sure. And it makes me sad, because
Mm.
then I look back on things, because I try to always look at things in the light. Like, you can ask a lot of people. My man especially, he will be an advocate where I will just be like, no, like we gotta see it in the light. Like, we gotta just take a moment, breathe, and like try to see it from a different perspective, because like maybe this isn't how we're supposed to be seeing it. Like right now, like we're really in our emotions, whatever it is, between each other, family, friends, people, whatever it may be. Like sometimes you really do just have to be like, yo, right now I'm kind of being emotional in this situation. I'm not saying that I'm wrong or that they're wrong, but the situation happened how it happened. I can be wrong, they can be wrong. I can just be wrong. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to see situations as they are and be like, you know what, at the end of the day, it happened, and then it makes you realize shit. That's the stuff that I hate. When I go back and I realize, like, damn, maybe this whole time I really was blind,
Mm.
and that's what sucks. Because for me to have that realization, like, you had to really make me sit and think about, like, damn, hold on.
Yeah.
Because I don't think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't talk to people expecting something or doing, you know what I mean? Putting people on, helping people out, like throwing events, helping people. Like, I don't do that expecting anything. So it's like when I find out stuff or when stuff happens and I'm forced to look at stuff in a different light and I see it and I'm like, that's some bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not upset. I wouldn't take it back, but it's like, damn,
Do you journal?
that's unfortunate. Yeah, I more so voice journal, and I like, I make music, so I like have like a, like, let's see, we're gonna see how many voice notes I have, you guys. 528.
That's
Yes,
a lot.
yes. Some of them are an hour, some of them are 3 minutes, a minute, 20 seconds. Yeah, yeah. I have a Okay, do you want to hear something crazy?
Yes, please let us know.
Yes, something crazy, you guys. And then what else? Did we get through the list?
Yeah, pretty much. We're just finishing off on self love right now.
Okay.